I am doing the astrology for December 2nd, 2024. The moon continues in adventurous Sagittarius until this afternoon when it moves into the more earthy sign of Capricorn. It seems we are going to need to have our feet firmly planted on the ground. That will allow us to notice that from that place of stable awareness, now we can make our dreams into a reality that our authentic self desires. With Mercury, Neptune, Chiron, Uranus, and Jupiter all in retrograde, that retrograde motion seems to give each of us a moment of reflection to reevaluate our position and choices. It is the cosmos asking the question, do you have the necessary information that you require to achieve your goals? It is a moment to double check and to look again at our intentions and our choices to see if both are in alignment with each other and our highest self. The key is to notice what is presenting. What you notice needs to be looked at again and perhaps worked through. Perhaps some old ideas are coming into fruition now. Perhaps you were not quite ready before, but they might be now. Retrogrades offer reflection, and in that reflection is often insight. We live in a world that wants to go forward but refuses to look back at the past and learn. At the very least, there should be a momentary pause that stills the mind and feels as if there is solid footing under your feet before you leap into the unknown. There is always an unseen world that is directing circumstances below the surface. A retrograde allows you to see those forces at work and learn to move with them rather than against them. Today is a day to remind yourself to add a few breaths into each thought. It is a moment to go outside and take a walk at lunch and just be away from the chaos of society and the mind's incessant chatter. Just because it stops raining does not mean that water still is not seeping deep into the ground and giving life to those things hidden in the shadows and darkness. The question when many planets are retrograde is, are you being true to your core self? Beautiful things can happen to us when we embody presence and honesty. Most of those things manifest internally because being congruent with who you are is the basis of confidence and personal power. But here, today, you are being warned that being both of those will also trigger others. So one needs to be more aware of what is happening around us. The more you embody power, the more presence is required because you will need to stay more awake to the changing tides and whims of others. We are beginning a cycle this month that is about shattering the old to make room and sufficient space for a new possibility. The focus to keep is to exhale. That is because in a deep exhale, one has a moment to look within and ask the question, what are you creating space for now? What do you need to breathe in? Venus and Uranus will trine today. This can make us willing to take back the reins of our power and move forward. We are here to embrace the odd moments that are presenting and to remember that life was never designed to be ordinary. Only our childish projections make it seem that way. The more we grow up, the more mature we become, the more we see what was always happening right in front of us. Fairy tales are for children, and what lies ahead is not for those with a child's mind. We need to see it fully and to wake up. Living a full life requires us to embrace the wildness inside that knows how to leap at a moment's notice. It knows how to improvise because you understand the enemy and can anticipate what is going to unfold. A person with a child's mind feels insulted and takes events personally. A mature mind can be more detached and look out into the unfamiliar territory without fear or hesitation. We are here to delight in approaching things around the material world with a new type of focus and awareness. If you feel into any situation, you will notice that changes are happening in every area. It will not matter if you like those changes. Life does not care about our preferences. It tests us to see if we have the capacity to adapt.